Hello everybody, Nick Peternell here with MTG.one. We are continuing a solid streak now of being on the play. This is the 4th round of 5 in our league, currently 2-1. We will take the play with a 1-land Aether Vial hand with a ton of 2-drops, a Copter, a Raven Inspector, usual specs. This deck has a lot of 4-0s, so it's nice to see the regulars around. Opponent's on a mulligan. They're going to open up with a turn 1 Nature's Claim on my Aether Vial. A mine. So we got to figure out if it's Tron or Eldrazi Tron. Go ahead and use our ability here. Fortunately, we didn't draw our second land, but that's fine. Eldrazi Temple, so it's Eldrazi Tron, which is good-ish. I don't know. The matchups, I'm getting better at it. It's definitely a skill matchup, I found. Definitely want to see a land here. Alright, don't see a land. So we have to figure out what's the most impactful thing we can do. And I want to say it's going to be a draw step Tide Hollow Sculler to try to throw off their curve a little bit. Dolly is okay, but they're just kind of exploding out of the gates here. Temple draws are just nuts still. Still exceptionally good. Alright, so they have Ghost Quarter. Yeah. Go ahead and get a screenshot. Mine, power plant. So they're missing a tower, and they have a Warping Whale, which is going to be decent against our Dark Confidant, which is our way to win this game. The All Is Dust is looming, though, and the Warping Whale can't touch a Tide Hollow Sculler. So, I think that means we take the All Is Dust. It's going to be a long one. Path is good. Opponent has a Ghost Quarter, so they're going to take my only land. But I think I can win this game without any lands with this many 2-drops. So I'm going to go ahead and vial in this Arbiter. Oh, yeah, I kind of have to get this thing out of the way, I think. Okay, so just Panic Search. Works for me. Gotta get in damage. This deck is kind of a ticking time bomb. Let's say it's an Endbringer and all that. It's just over. So they can Ghost Quarter my Concealed Courtyard. I don't care. That's fine. I have a Vial. I have Vial and 2-drops. What do you got? So I think we're going to draw step Tide Hollow Sculler them again. Big opportunity. They've seen a lot of cards since the last time we looked at their hand. Okay, working away out that, and so they just got more Ghost Quarters and lands and nonsense. So works for me. I think I'm going to entice them to go ahead and Ghost Quarter this Concealed Courtyard. We're nowhere close to swinging. We're just trying to get this Dark Confidant down. Yep, that's fine. I just don't want them to have a ton of mana for Chalice for 1. Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't want them to have a ton of mana for Walking Ballista. Alright. Vial. We will not take a vial. So I could blow up a temple or their power plant, but I think they have another power plant, right? Yeah, they do. So blowing up Eldrazi Temple is the only card, the only land that really makes sense. Still not in attacking mode. We're getting closer. We're gonna do this on their upkeep. Or I could do it on their draw step. I guess draw step is better because I want them to potentially draw the wastes. Alright, this is dicey. Opponent's just like one walking ballista away from making my life miserable. Chalice for 2. This just cares about cast, right? Yeah, cool. Well, I'm not casting anything for the rest of the game, buddy. I'm just going to die to my own Dark Confidant triggers. Okay, so we can... I guess if at some point we're looking to Flicker Wisp, and that's how we get out of this. Until then, we're just going to... I don't know, can we start attacking? What if I attacked with all these? No, that just goes bad. I don't want my opponent having card advantage. I'd rather just build up a giant board. Could cast Thalia. Because like an All is Dust would be really, really bad here. I don't know how many they play. I should probably check real quick. All is Dust 2. Alright, I'm not going to play around. The second of 2, All is Dust. Opponent might start attacking here. No. Okay. I don't think we're at like a huge risk of dying to our Dark Confidant triggers. Especially if we're going to draw like that. But, I mean, it is a thing that can happen. Alright, so if we attack like this, my opponent probably blocks a Dark Confidant and takes 8. It's close. It's getting closer. Oh, I have a clue that I could have cracked, so I should have definitely played untapped. But not zero, okay. That matters a little bit. Oh, I'm 5 minutes, or like 4 minutes behind my opponent. I really need to speed up. It's hard to talk and play at the same time. It's definitely a learned skill that streamers have. Okay, I'm not gonna level up the Flicker Wisp yet. But we're getting close. We just need to amass enough of a board. What we're going to do here is end of turn, crack a clue. Okay. Well, what do you have here, huh? Chalice for 3. Okay. That's fine. Crack clue. Do I want to blow anything up? I don't think I do. I actually think I want this mana. Because now I can tick up to 3. So now I can take up to 3. Violent, a Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp, the Chalice on 3. Flicker Wisp, the Chalice on 1. Those will come back without anything. And then, in case my opponent plays, so we can toss that, draw step, Ghost Quarter their tower. And then I can Flicker Wisp the Chalice on 2. I don't know. It's confusing. There's a lot of stuff going on here. My opponent kind of has to attack with everything, and no? Okay, guess not. No. This is getting kind of close. I don't like how dicey this is. Alright, so I can clear out everything but the Thought-Knot Seer. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16. That's not enough. I go one more turn. But that's fine, it's not asking for too much, I don't think. And then I can Path. So I could Flicker Wisp, but not Path. So I think I need to end step Flicker Wisp, is that the deal? So I guess I can just go Thraben Inspector, Path something on end step, and then also Flicker Wisp. I don't know. I spent too much damn time in this game. Okay, Matt. Alright, so I think I have to flicker out my own Dark Confidant here so that I don't die to the trigger. I just don't want to flip 2 cards and have that happen to me. And then we'll Path Matter Shaper. No. Right, and then flicker out the Reality Smasher, and then this blocks a 2 power, and that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 14, 15, 16, 19. And that took too long. To be fair, that game was a lot harder from my side of the table, but still. Alright, so against my opponent, this is a matchup that I've been testing for quite a bit, and at first I thought that Stony Silence is great. They have Walking Ballista, they have Basilisk Collar, Expedition Map, and all that stuff, but the activated abilities that I have are so important to my game plan. Smuggler's Copter is just an insane card against them, so I have to keep those in. I have to be able to use those, and so I have to kind of lean on the Fragmentize. I've thought about Kataki before, but probably just not good enough. So this is kind of my sideboard plan. The Thalia has been pretty huge for me. What we're going to take out is a Thraben Inspector, a Swamp on the draw, and a Thalia Guardian of Thraben. Thalia just dies to a Walking Ballista. It's kind of what this deck does, just die to Walking Ballista. I could theoretically see like a Fatal Push for a second Thalia. Sometimes it's okay, it's a lot better on the play than the draw, so we'll look at making that switch. Opponent's on a mole. We're going to keep this. Sand is fire. Opponent's going to open on Ghost Quarter. Interesting. Alright, we're going to open on old Thraben Inspector. Chalice on one, that's fine. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and Copter here. Get that going. Chalice is so bad against us, I wouldn't have kept him in. Okay, Ratchet Bomb significantly better. Alright. Yeah, we'll just go with the Tempo Tide Hollow Sculler. Alright, so my opponent's really light on lands. The closest to Reality Smasher, though, they could potentially cast that next turn if they drew an Eldrazi Temple. Aether Vial is useless now, so go ahead and toss that out. Play a land and pass. Okay, Ratchet Bomb's going to go up to 2 next turn, so we're not going to play anything. We're going to make our opponent just kill the Sculler and the Copter. Path. Now, we might want a path at some point. I don't think that this Chalice of the Void is forever. I'm going to go ahead and draw this clue now, just to get better information. Blister for 1. Alrighty. So I think this will get the Ratchet Bomb from my opponent. Alright, now we can, well, we can't Fragmentize the Chalice, it would break it. We can go Copter Sculler, which is fine. And then attack for 1. So just got a bunch of smashers. At this point, we're just going to take the one card that could answer any of this, and then hope that our opponent dies a Visible depth with 2 lands in play. Okay, we got 2 ballistas now. Oh wow, they're gonna just blow up both of them, huh? That's interesting. I wonder why. Now I just have like Thalia. Attack for 4. Getting there. Leonin Arbiter, I think we'll go ahead and play that out. We'll just ditch this Thalia here. Copter's been so good. Copter's just been insane. Alright, and hope that they don't peel Eldrazi Temple. And my opponent just has no luck. That is awful. Well, hey, we're 3-1. I can't complain. That was game 1 took a lot longer than I wanted it to. I mean, 9-minute discrepancy is just like uncalled for. That's slow play warnings. But no, 3-1. Hey, that's pretty good. See you guys back here for the 5th and final round.